Hello, everyone. I'm back, and this is Saturday morning, and I know that a lot of you all are probably asleep, but I just wanted to come to you all with a message today. This message is about skipping steps. This message is so very important because there are so many who don't get to where we are going. Good morning, whoever came into the chat. Thank you so much for coming in and thumbsing up the video. I greatly appreciate it. But this message is so very important. I'm going to unplug my phone, and I'm going to set my phone right here. There are so many of us who want to change our lives. There are so many of us who want a different life. But we don't take the time to do many things. Good morning, Sharon. How are you, Queen? To do many things so that we can have the outcome that we want for our life. Skipping steps, y'all, is something that a lot of us do because we live in a day and time where technology is so advanced. And we don't take the time to be patient with ourselves. We don't take the time to go through the process because we want it now. And in our minds, it's taking too long. I felt like I needed to do this message because there are a lot of people, like I said in the very beginning, that will never get to where they are going because they choose to skip steps. And when you choose and make a decision to skip steps, you miss out on a lot of things that's supposed to go along with your journey. Because on your journey, every experience you go through in your life is preparing you for what is to come down the road. If you are not prepared for whatever that thing is that you are going for in your life, if you're not prepared, then you won't have what you need. You won't have it. You won't have what you need to do that journey successful. Now, I'm talking a little slow today because I got to make sure that I choose my words wisely so that anybody out there that is watching this can get what they need. A lot of times we choose to skip steps because it's something that we just don't want to do. I don't want to do that. We want to do everything easy. We want everything to be easy for us. We want it to be easy. We don't want to take our time. So we decide to skip steps. When you start on your journey, you are going to go from the letter A through the letter Z. And in between that alphabet, there are going to be things that you need to get. There are going to be things that you need to have when you are on your journey. So every time you go through a process, every time you have a different season in your life, you're going to go through things. And you have to teach yourself to be patient. You have to teach yourself that anything worth having is a process. Anything worth having is always going to take time before you can get it. Okay? Sometimes you have to pray for patience because sometimes things may not go as fast as you would like them to. So you have to pray for patience. You have to ask the Most High Yah to give you patience to help you do that thing, whatever it is that you're trying to do, to help you understand that all things take time. All things take time. And when you make a decision to skip any one of those things that you need, you will forfeit the plan, whatever the Most High has for your life. You have to go through things in your life. You cannot be afraid to face fear. Can't be afraid to face that thing that you are going after, that thing that you are going for. Okay? Now, you're on your journey and you have A, B, C, and E. Okay? These are the letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, and E. So you have 5 letters in the alphabet, and these are 5 things. And those 5 things that you have experienced have gotten you closer to where you are going on your journey. But then you make a decision to make a U-turn. And when you make that U-turn, that means that the other letters that is supposed to be added or you're supposed to have, you don't have. You don't have the rest of the alphabet because you made a decision to make a U-turn. So you made a U-turn on F, G, H, and I. Okay? When you make that U-turn on F, G, H, and I, that means that those 4 alphabet of your journey, you're not going to get. You're not going to get those because you made a left. You made a U-turn. So because you made the U-turn, you didn't get F, G, H, and I. Okay? So you skip all 4 of those alphabets and you get to J. All right? You get to J, K, L, and M. So you go through J, K, L, and M. You're going to experience some things through J, K, L, and M. Okay? So you go through those and you get everything you need from J, K, L, and M. All right? Then you get to N and O. And this is just me talking about the alphabet and me talking about the things that you have to experience in your life to get to where you're going. You get to N, O, and P. You go through those things as well. Okay? When you get to Q, you decide to skip over Q. So you skip over Q. You skip over Q because you see that Q is kind of hard. Q is something that you really don't want to face. Q is something that you don't want to change about yourself. So you say, you know what? I don't need Q. I'm going to skip over Q. So you skip over Q. And when you skip over Q, you go to R. When you get to R, R is R is easy. R, S, T, and U. I'm talking about the alphabet. These are easy, okay? So because they're easy, you fly right through them. You're like, you know what? I'm here at R, S, T, and U, and this is really easy. I'm on my way. I'm real close now. Okay, I'm real close. So you go through the R, S, T, and U with flying colors. Okay? And then you get to V and W. When you get to V and W, you find out that because you went through R, S, T, and U, you went through those letters, okay? You went through those experiences. Because you went through those and you get to V and W, you realize that it's not going to be as easy as you think. Okay, it's not going to be as easy as you think. And then, so you still go through V and W, but it's not as easy as you want it to be. Okay? And then you finally get to X, because X, Y, and Z is getting you closer to where you land. Okay? It's getting you closer to where you land. All right? So when you get all the way to X, Y, and Z, you realize that because you skipped the letter Q, you don't fully have everything you need for this journey. Good morning. Welcome to the Live Queen. You don't fully have what you need for this journey because you made a conscious decision to skip letter Q. Letter Q was the foundation that was going to prepare you for the rest of your journey. But because you made a conscious decision to skip that letter, you said, I don't want to do that because it's too hard. I don't want to do that because that's something that I'm not willing to face right now. You skipped letter Q and you went to every last letter. But when you got to Z to finally land, you forfeited the plan. The Most High Yah has a plan for your life. He has a plan for each and every one of us. But if you have a mindset where you want it now and it's taking too long, you will miss out on that one important thing that is going to prepare you for the journey. Okay? It's going to prepare you for the journey. So don't skip any one of your letters. Don't skip any one of the lessons. Don't skip anything, because everything that you go through in your life is very, very important. It's important because you need it all. You need everything so that your life can be fulfilled. Your life can be the purpose, the plan that the Most High has for your life so that it can be fulfilled. If you skip steps, if you try to get there before it is your time to be there. Good morning, Queen. Hey, Queen, how are you? If you try to skip steps before it is time to be there, you will forfeit the purpose. You will forfeit the plan because you won't have everything you need for the mission. Have you ever heard when it says many are called but few are chosen? There are a lot of us who are called to do things, but some of us ignore the call. The Most High wants people who are going to do what they are supposed to do. He wants you to do not only what you are supposed to do, but he doesn't want you to skip steps, meaning that you are trying to get there way before you are ready for it. You have to have your armor completely on for any journey that you do in your life. And you have to have the understanding. You have to pray for patience. You have to ask the Most High Yah, and you have to pray, Father, give me patience to do this thing. It is something that I want. I want it now. It's taken too long. I don't see the results. It's not going the way that I want it to go. What is going on? Sometimes you have to do work on yourself before you can get to the next alphabet. Sometimes there are some things that has to be uprooted and changed in you. Sometimes some things in your heart has to be removed before you can get to the next step. Don't skip steps. The reason why you don't have everything you need is because we decide to skip. I'm going to tell y'all a perfect example of exactly what I mean. I get comments on my channel all the time. Absolutely, that's right, Queen. That's right. I get comments on my journey all the time because people do not follow directions. People don't follow directions. I love you too, sweetheart. People don't follow directions because of the way that we live, where things are moving at such a fast pace that they want it and they want it now, but they don't understand that you have to prepare yourself for the journey. You have to be prepared. I say this often. I get comments all the time where people won't watch my videos. They'll watch my DIY videos, right? But instead of them taking the time to watch the video from the beginning, they will skip through the video to get to the end. If you skip through the video to get to the end of the video, you won't get what you need because all the instructions is in the beginning of the video. When I do my videos, I try to do a thorough video. I try to make sure that I give you all everything you need that you're going to need to do whatever it is that I'm showing you how to make and create. And if you don't watch the beginning of the video and you skip from the beginning of the video to get to the end of the video, and then you ask me a question, what tools do I need to do the DIY? What size of the wire are you using to do the DIY? That just lets me know that you did not watch the video. You didn't watch the beginning of the video. You skipped through the video to get to the end of the video. Please don't do that, beloveds. Please do not skip steps because you don't want to wait, because you don't have patience, because it's something that you want, but because you don't want to take the time to go through some things, you will miss out on a lot. You will miss out on where the Most High is trying to take you if you skip steps. If you cheat, if you steal, if you take something that is not yours, if you take something that you haven't earned, you are skipping steps. Pray and ask the Most High to give you patience on this journey. Pray and ask him to help you with being humble. Because all things, y'all, takes time. You have to be patient and you have to be humble. And if you choose to skip any one of those steps, then you will forfeit the purpose. You will forfeit the plan that He has for you, and then you will end up being in a situation where you don't want to be because you did not choose to do it and do it the right way. And the thing about, hey Valerie, how are you, Queen? The thing about this whole journey, y'all, you have to remember that everything we do in this life is a process. And it doesn't matter what it is that you are trying to do, that you want to have for your life, that you want to learn. It is all one big process. And when you're doing something that you've never done, you may feel a little insecure about it, but I'm here to tell you the more you do it, the better at it you will become. The better at it you will become. Okay? So that sums up my message that I had for you all today. As I have steps. I really wanted to put skipping steps in there, but I'm trying to be very careful with what I choose and how I word my messages, because here on YouTube now, they have certain guidelines that if you use certain words, if you say certain things here on this platform, your channel things won't be monetized. And I've had that happen to me quite a bit. So I just wanted to come to you all to tell y'all, please have patience. Don't skip any steps that any journey that you decide to go on in your life. Don't skip any steps. Go through what you need to go through. Good morning, Queen. How are you? Good morning, Miss Cunningham. Dr. Cunningham, how are you, Queen? Go through what you need to go through so that you can have the life that you want to have. Okay? It may seem like it's a little scary, but life is life. So you got to go through what you got to go through to get to where you are going. Always remember that. You have to go through what you got to go through to get to where you are going. All right? So I want to take this time to say thank y'all so very much for joining me. I will maybe coming back later in the day to do another live. That's maybe later in the day. I'm not really sure, but I will see. I love you all. I thank y'all for coming into the chat. I also want to say thank y'all for giving this video a thumbs up, because it really helps with the algorithm here on YouTube. So with that being said, I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for joining me. And until my next podcast, peace and blessings, everyone. I hope that I have helped someone. And if you could share this, please share this, because there is somebody out there that needs this information. Happy Saturday to you too, Queen. Peace and blessings, y'all. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.